For the longest time, we kind of thought memory loss and aging was a pretty simple story. Brain cells die off, and that's it. They don't come back. But what if that's not the whole picture? What if the brain holds a secret? What if the potential to make new neurons never actually disappears? We just lose the instructions. Let's go find them. Okay, imagine this. I've just blinked into existence. I'm a brand new neuron, and I am absolutely fizzing with potential. But I'm also totally lost. I have no idea what my purpose is or even where I am. All I know is I'm new. Wait, I can feel it now. I'm in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center, and this place, it's really special. It's one of the very few spots where new brain cells, like me, can be born throughout a person's entire life. Scientists actually have a name for this whole process. They call it adult neurogenesis. But okay, being born is one thing. That's just the start. Right now, I'm just potential. I need to grow up, connect with all the other cells, and actually learn how to do my job. I need instructions. So the big question is, where in the world do I find them? Well, it turns out the secret is all tucked away in my DNA. But it's not just about the DNA itself. It's about how it's all packaged together. Think of it like this giant, complicated instruction book. And this packaging, that's called chromatin. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because my entire future depends on how this book is folded. If the chromatin is open, I can read all the chapters on how to become a real working neuron. But if it's closed, all coiled up super tight, well, those instructions are completely locked away. I can't read them. I'm just stuck. So this is the path I'm supposed to take. I start out as a stem cell, then I go into training as a neuroblast, and finally, I graduate into a mature neuron, ready to help make memories. But this whole journey, every single step, depends on me being able to read that instruction book. As I'm starting to get my bearings, I realize something huge. My environment, it matters. A lot. This hippocampus I'm in right now, it's just one possibility. Let's take a look inside a few different brains and see what's going on. Whoa. In a brain with Alzheimer's, it's just heartbreaking. I can see other stem cells here, just like me, full of potential. But all around us, every single one of those instruction books is snapped shut, padlocked. The gene programs we desperately need to read are completely out of reach. And that right there, that's the massive discovery. The problem in this brain isn't just that cells are dying. The raw materials, the stem cells, like me, they're still here. The problem is access. The instructions exist, but no one can read them. Okay, now in a normally aging brain, things are a bit different, but it's still a struggle. The library of instruction books is, well, it's dusty. A lot of the books are slowly creaking shut. It's not impossible to read them, but it is getting so much harder. And the whole process of creating new neurons like me slows way, way down. But then I see something else, a totally different place, a brain from a superager. We're talking someone over 80 years old with the memory of a 50-year-old. And here, it's absolutely incredible. The whole library is just buzzing with energy. The instruction books are glowing, they're wide open. It's like they have some kind of master key, a secret passcode that keeps all the instructions totally accessible. And the results are just stunning. Research shows that these superagers have a 2.5-fold increase in the number of immature neurons like me, compared to other people their age. That's 2.5 times the potential for building new memories. Scientists are calling this special quality a resilience signature. It's this unique molecular pattern where the chromatin, that instruction book, just stays open, ready to be read, year after year. It's the biological secret to their amazing mental youth. So, what this really means is, we've been looking at this whole brain aging thing kind of backwards. The main issue might not be failing hardware. It could be a software problem. Let's break that down, because it's a huge deal. The hardware, that's the physical brain cells, the library itself. But the software, that's a set of genetic instructions, and, this is the important part, the ability to access and read those books. Superagers, it seems, have premium, perfectly updated software. This is such a profoundly hopeful idea, isn't it? It means the brain's own power to renew itself might not be lost with age, just sleeping. The challenge isn't to create something out of thin air, but to figure out how to wake up and reactivate the genetic programs that are already there. This completely changes the game. It reframes the entire question of what cognitive decline is. Because if being a superager is really all about having the right passcode,
Well, that opens up some incredible possibilities.
I mean, could we actually study that resilient signature in superagers and decode it? Could we map out the exact signals that keep their instruction books from ever closing?
And if we can learn it, could we one day replicate it? Could we develop therapies that give that passcode to other brains, turning their own dormant potential back on and guiding them toward a more resilient, more youthful state?
This new perspective suggests we are on the edge of a massive, revolutionary change in how we even think about the limits of the human mind. So maybe aging isn't a one-way street of just inevitable decline. If we can learn the brain's secret passcode, the future of our own minds might be far more extraordinary than any of us ever imagined.